Despite fear and scarcity, communities came together. Mutual aid and shared resources became a symbol of resilience. Despite fear and scarcity, communities came together. Mutual aid and shared resources became a symbol of resilience.
Amid explosions and uncertainty, small moments of normalcy, laughter, storytelling, shared meals gave people strength to carry on.
The resilience of humanity shone through the darkest moments. Stay with me as we continue uncovering stories of courage and survival.
After the war, cities were in ruins and families struggled to rebuild. The human spirit, however, refused to be broken.
Peace was fragile. Nations learned the heavy cost of global conflict, but stories of heroism and unity gave hope to all. Survivors carried memories that were painful yet inspiring. Generations would tell stories of bravery and endurance for years to come.
The war reshaped society. Women, children, and ordinary citizens stepped up, showing resilience and courage in the face of tragedy. Communities came together, sharing resources and supporting one another. Acts of compassion kept hope alive, even in darkness.
Even in the midst of chaos, small moments of normalcy, laughter, shared meals, and storytelling brought strength to many. Resilience shone through the darkest times. Courage, determination, and hope allowed humanity to endure unimaginable challenges.
Stories of courage and sacrifice became lessons for the next generations. They showed that hope and humanity endure beyond conflict.
Communities rebuilt, children returned to schools, and ordinary life slowly resumed pride. But the lessons of resilience remained.
As we reflect on these events, remember the stories of courage, compassion, and unity. They define history as much as the battles themselves.
Rebuilding after war was no easy task. Streets were empty, homes destroyed, yet determination drove communities forward.
Children returned to schools, their laughter slowly filling streets once silent with fear. Every smile was a symbol of hope and resilience.
Families shared stories of survival, teaching the next generation lessons in courage, endurance, and hope.
Communities celebrated small victories, rebuilt markets, repaired homes, and a return to ordinary life. Humanity always finds a way. Stories of who was forward, of heroism persisted, reminding everyone that even in the darkest times, humanity can shine bright.
Memories of hardship stayed, but they inspired innovation, cooperation, and the drive to create a better future. Courage often hides in everyday acts.
Leaders and citizens alike learned valuable lessons about diplomacy, peace, and the consequences of conflict. History teaches the same lessons repeatedly.
Humanity's endurance was remarkable, Tivin. Acts of kindness and courage defined a generation shaped by war.
Fit hard. Every small victory, rebuilding a home, helping a neighbor, comforting a child, was a story worth telling. As we continue this journey through history, remember, the human stories behind wars are as powerful as the battles themselves.
Even after peace returned, the shadow of war lingered. Communities worked tirelessly to heal both physical and emotional wounds.
Rebuilding schools and hospitals became a priority. Education and healthcare restored hope and normalcy.
Women who took on responsibilities during the war continued to influence society, advocating for progress and change. Art and culture flourished as people sought comfort and expression. Creativity became a form of healing. Stories of bravery were passed down through families. Lessons in courage and sacrifice inspired hope for the future.
Communities worked together to recover from trauma. Shared stories and cooperation strengthened bonds between neighbors. Communities worked together to recover from trauma. Shared stories and cooperation strengthened bonds between neighbors. Leaders reflected on mistakes, and peace treaties were signed to prevent future conflict. Lessons were harsh but essential.
Children learned about peace, resilience, and compassion through stories passed down from those who survived the war. Stay tuned for more inspiring lessons.
Communities remembered those who sacrificed their lives. Monuments and memorials were built as a reminder of courage. Communities remembered those who sacrificed their lives. Monuments and memorials were built as a reminder of courage. The lessons of resilience, courage, and unity became the foundation for rebuilding societies and shaping a more hopeful future. Even decades later, the courage of ordinary people during extraordinary times continues to inspire generations worldwide. Even decades later, the courage of ordinary people during extraordinary times continues to inspire generations worldwide. History is not just dates and battles. It's the story of people who endured, adapted, and overcame adversity.
Through courage and unity, humanity demonstrated that even the darkest periods can be survived and lessons learned. Communities rebuilt stronger, and lessons from past conflicts guided future generations towards peace and cooperation. Ordinary people became extraordinary heroes through small acts of courage and kindness. Stay tuned to see these inspiring stories. Even the smallest acts of kindness during difficult times changed lives. Watch closely how compassion became a weapon against despair. Memories of resilience remind us that humanity always finds a way forward. Stay with me to uncover how ordinary people shaped extraordinary change. Stories of courage were passed down through generations. Every act of bravery, big or small, shaped the world we know today. Even in the aftermath of conflict, communities discovered strength in unity. Keep watching as we explore how hope was restored. The lessons of resilience, courage, and unity became the foundation for rebuilding societies. Stories of perseverance remind us that even in the toughest times, hope can prevail. Stay tuned to see how communities overcame adversity. Communities rebuilt their lives step by step, showing resilience and strength. Let's explore the inspiring efforts that shaped their recovery. Communities rebuilt their lives step by step, showing resilience and strength. Let's explore the inspiring efforts that shaped their recovery. Every small act of kindness and bravery played a part in rebuilding society. Stay with me to see how ordinary people became heroes. Communities remembered those who sacrificed their lives, building memorials and passing down lessons of courage. Let's explore these stories. Rebuilding lives after conflict required patience, cooperation, and hope. Stay tuned to witness how resilience shaped communities. Peaceful communities emerged slowly, shaped by courage and the lessons of history. Don't miss how ordinary lives became extraordinary stories. Families and neighbors came together, learning that unity and compassion could rebuild what war had destroyed. Stay with me for more inspiring stories. Acts of courage, generosity, and wisdom shaped a brighter future. Watch closely as we uncover these stories from history. Children learn the importance of bravery and empathy from elders who survived hardships. Stay tuned to see how these lessons shaped society. Communities rebuilt with hope, courage, and love. Stay with me as we continue this journey through history's most compelling human stories. Communities rebuilt with hope, courage, and love. Stay with me as we continue this journey through history's most compelling human stories. Peaceful societies didn't appear overnight. They were built brick by brick, act by act, lesson by lesson. Families, neighbors, and communities worked together, proving that unity and hope can rebuild lives. Stay with me to see real-life examples. Every effort, big or small, contributed to healing and progress. Watch closely as we discover the remarkable courage of ordinary people. Children learned resilience and hope from elders who endured hardship. These lessons shaped future generations. Stay tuned to explore more. Communities rebuilt their lives with courage, compassion, and cooperation. Watch closely as ordinary people became heroes in extraordinary times. Even small acts of kindness during tough times transformed communities. Stay tuned to learn how hope and humanity prevailed. Lessons from hardship shaped strong communities. Courage and unity became their guiding lights. Stay with me to uncover more stories. Peaceful communities were the result of shared sacrifices and relentless courage. Let's explore how ordinary lives became extraordinary stories. Communities celebrated small victories, honoring bravery and hope. Stay tuned to see how human spirit triumphed over adversity. Even decades later, the lessons of courage, unity, and hope continue to inspire. Keep watching to see how humanity rebuilt and thrived. Ordinary acts of bravery and resilience transformed communities. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the untold stories of history. Stories of survival and resilience teach us about hope, courage, and unity. Stay with me to witness how people overcame the darkest times. Humanity's strength often shines brightest in adversity. Keep watching to see how courage and kindness rebuilt communities. Communities survived, thrived, and rebuilt through courage, unity, and hope. Keep watching as we continue this journey. As we conclude today's journey through history, remember that courage and unity have always been.
Every story we explore today shows how ordinary people can achieve extraordinary change when they act with compassion and bravery. History teaches us that challenges can be overcome with courage, hope, and the strength to stand together. Let's carry these lessons forward.
Thank you for joining me on this journey through resilience, unity, and the incredible stories of humanity. Keep these lessons alive in your own lives.
Until next time, remember that every act of courage, no matter how small, can shape the world.